I guess, yeah, might as well do a quick introduction. So, hello everyone, my name is Boris. I'm from the ecosystem team at Aligned, and today we are joined by Diego and RJ, two of our co founders, to talk about some exciting stuff because we made a big announcement on Friday. We launched Mainnet beta of what we've been calling fast mode, but is our ZK verification layer for Ethereum. So, if you didn't see the post, check it out. It's pinned on our profile. Um, this is now live on mainnet, but again, it is still in beta because, as we explained in the post that you'll see pinned on Twitter, there's still a lot of changes that need to be made. But I'll let these two uh, get into more detail about that without spoiling anything. So, without further ado, let's jump in. Hello, Diego. Hello, RJ. Thank you for being here this morning. How are you doing?
Hi Boris, thanks for introducing us. We are super happy to be here to talk a little bit about this mainnet beta. Uh, it's been quite a long journey. We started like 9 months ago. We had the design, the fundraising, a lot of engineering, and now we're here. But this is not the end. This is just the beginning. Uh, so super excited to be here and share some news and everything with everybody.
Hi everyone. Yeah, thank you for joining. As Diego mentioned, we had a lot of exciting stuff. The last couple of days have been very intense, and yeah, we are really happy to start sharing our plans and what's going to happen in the next few days and in the next few weeks.
Yeah, um, I think it's been a wide run since we started. Uh, we were really trying to solve like some problems we saw in CK space. Uh, Many projects faced like problems you wanted to build, your roll up, your bridge, whatever. It was like super expensive, slow. So we thought a little bit, okay, how can we improve this? That's where we found like all the missing pieces and decided to build Aligned. As you know, we've been through uh, different mainnets. First, we had our Cosmos mainnet just as a proof of concept to show that this was in fact possible. Then we had our two test nets on Holesky using EigenLayer, and now we have this mainnet beta. It was launched last Friday. And something that I find like really exciting is that we already have like 26 operators. We want to have, of course, more, but it's been just 3 days. Also, it's interesting to know that we've met the security targets. Um and I don't know, it's good that people can now start using it, trying it. Uh, and we have like several plans for these weeks. Um, and this will also give us like very valuable information on the performance of Aligned, and we have like also some ideas on how to improve several things. But it's good to see, or for people to see that we wanted to uh, give something for the people in the community to use, and we've been able to reach the milestone or the first real milestone of the project. Um,
It looks like RJ disappeared, but um,
yeah,
Diego, you touched on a lot of things that I think people are going to want to hear about. Um, and from timeline to security to milestones and next plans. But I thought that maybe people would be interested in hearing a bit about the sort of backstory and the history here, right? Like, um, one thing that I think is super impressive from the team is that we shipped this in 9 months. But I feel like there's probably some cool stories behind all of that. Just basically this year, like how this started and how we were able to get to a production, product um, in less than a year. You know.
yeah, no, it's as I started. Well, we have been working before this. with several CK projects, and we found that they all faced like similar issues. Why? Because Ethereum was not designed originally with CK in mind. Okay, so CK is this very interesting primitive that allows you to prove computation and to verify it in an efficient way. That is to say, it's a way of compressing computation, and then you can submit it to the blockchain. The blockchain verifies it, and then this verification is really fast, and then you can do all the updates and everything because the computation uh, is right. Okay, but you cannot do more than 10 proofs per second in Ethereum, and you are also like limited by the proof systems you can use. So if you want to build any application that wants to leverage CK, the problem is you have to pay a lot of money. For example, right now verifying a Graph 16 proof would be around like $10. And so your application is unlikely to scale unless you have like a lot of capital, but then you'll also have to charge users a lot more because you have to pay for these proofs. Um, so when we were discussing like some problems related to some of these projects, we said like, okay, how can we improve this? Because we cannot change Ethereum. Is there a way we can like verify proofs much faster and in a cheaper way? And I think that we were in like the sweet spot because like several innovations in Ethereum had happened. Uh, and so with EigenLayer, we saw that we had this possibility of building an AVS, an actively validated service for proof verification, that we could get rid of all the constraints we have in the EVM and um, offer like a significant reduction in costs. So we had like these early talks in February. I remember having the first conversations with Fede, RJ, and Mauro, seeing whether this was something that was indeed possible. And then we said like, okay, we have to show whether this is actually possible and whether people are going to like it and everything. So we assembled like the first team to build it on top of Cosmos. It was like the proof of concept. It was really nice because we got like lots of people trying to run it, sending proofs, and we got like very valuable information, ideas. We decided then to write the white paper and everything, and then we went through all the fundraising and everything, which happened like really, really fast. And yeah, then I think that we more or less worked in a coordinate way and dedicated to assembling the team in ecosystem marketing and engineering. Uh, it's been a huge pleasure working with everybody. And then we wanted to, okay, what we like is shipping or releasing something so that people can test it, try it, say, I like it, I don't. I think that the idea is cool, but user experience is like crappy. And so that way we can iterate faster. I think that we benefited a lot from different users, projects, looking at things and saying, no, I don't like this, or this is hard to use, or no, what you're doing is like super cool. So
Yeah.
I think that gave us a lot of also energy. And so we
It's
went for the different parts, and that's why we decided to release these mainnet beta so that you can already use it. It's operational, everything. But we still know that some things are far from perfect. Uh, and we already have like some ideas, and some people are already working on several improvements, mostly on reliability, improving perhaps user experience. Also, we have like several ideas on how to reduce uh, costs further. And this gives us also the chance of having it live with operators on mainnet. And so far, everything's been going pretty smoothly. Uh, and yeah, I think that allows us also to think on several things we also want to build in the future for Aligned. But it's been good to say, okay, we have this first milestone. And as I was telling you, this is not like, oh, mainnet, it's over. No, this is just the real beginning. We needed this first project to be
Yeah.
live, and then we will continue delivering and improving our current product. And that will be thanks to the support, suggestions, and comments from the community and users.
Yeah, Diego, I love to see this. This is like traditional startup wisdom in action. You know, it's like uh, if you read advice to founders or entrepreneurs and sort of like tech startup advice, people always say, okay, ship something as quickly as you can, you know, try to get product market fit, get an MVP out there, start getting feedback from users, feedback from customers, and making sure that you're building things in the right direction. And yeah, I mean, that's something that I've seen the whole team, you know, with all of your engineering experience, kind of like actually execute on and actually like put this out so people can start using it, and we can get feedback. So yeah, like you already heard Diego say, we really would love your feedback. I mean, if you're trying to build on Aligned and you have any feedback at all, please talk to us. We're excited to talk to you. If you're building something or have ideas, we want to make sure that this makes sense for you and works for you. So don't be shy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, we had all the hackathon before this, and we are surely going to continue having more hackathons because we believe that this fast mode opens the door for a lot of innovation in blockchain. Uh, and a lot of products will be enabled by this very cheap and fast verification. It's good that we saw that it's possible to handle uh, very large batches and the cost is significantly small. Then we already have like some improvements that we are going to share. We also have the new version of the white paper, um, so that you can read everything related to the architecture and some of the design choices and everything. We also are going to release a post uh, talking about the security audits that we went through. We had like four amazing teams. They not only helped us like find these vulnerabilities and everything and fix them, but also I think they helped us improve the protocol, the code base quality, uh, and everything. And yeah, as I was telling you, right now, mainnet beta, then we are going to improve. We know that it's not perfect, that some things still can be improved, and we are already working on that. Uh, But if you are always trying to improve before shipping, then you are not going to do it ever for.
Yeah.
So that's something that we wanted to show that in fact these projects can be done really fast and with using like good engineering practices. I think that I'd like to thank a lot all the engineering team. They've been like amazing, and these few days they've been working like a lot. As I was telling you, sometimes we leave office like very late at night. Uh, but at the same time, we do it because we are like really happy with the results. We like what we do, and now we are going to continue like engaging strongly with you, the community, and I think that RJ will have like more news on how we will do these interactions and everything. But it's really good. And then we know already that we have to continue with things such as the proof aggregation layer. And then we also have like some products that we would love to build on top. And also, I think to support builders. Um, and I think that the hackathon showed that there are a lot of passionate builders wanting to use this. And I think we would love to help support them. Uh, so yeah, that's
Yeah, Diego, no,
it of
that's a
it.
really great overview. I There's a few things I wanted to comment on and also ask you about to build on what you were saying. The first thing is actually just to let everyone know that we actually announced the results of our hackathon last week. So if you go to our blog is probably the easiest way, blog.alignlayer.com. You can also scroll through our Twitter, but you should find the post pretty easily this way. And basically, yeah, we announced the winners. This was our first online hackathon. We had it over the month of October. It was the first aligned builders hackathon, and we had 50K USD in prizes up for grabs, or rather, available as rewards for the participants who built some really cool stuff. First place was 15K, second place was 10K, and then five runner-up prizes. And then we had a bunch of really great judges, real veterans within ZK and Ethereum, um, people who you probably recognize from Twitter, as our guest judges, along with Diego, to go through this. And you know, out of the 17 projects that were submitted, it was hard to pick the seven winners. We had to really be very quantitative because there was tons of cool projects, and you can see all of those on DevFolio if you're looking for inspiration. Um, but like Diego said, this was the first of many hackathons because even though we have ideas for products to build on top of Aligned, like we're only so many people. Meanwhile, there's a whole world of developers who we're hoping we can empower to use ZK to build really cool stuff. So this is maybe a good transition to this kind of question. Like, I'm a community member. Say I'm a community member and I want to get involved. I want to support Aligned. Um, what what can I do? How can I contribute? Right? Like, we don't have like user facing apps right now, right? So what could I do?
Well, no, right now what you can do is already like if you want to try it, of course, if you have a use case or something, then of course you can use it. Then you also have like the testnet to try if you have like some ideas.
Oh, Diego. So the
Um,
test net is it's still operating. It's not being deprecated or
I
anything. I want
I
to
think
clarify that.
that
And the plan
I
is that
think
it'll.
that not, but uh, because sometimes if you suppose that you want to prove like or test something, of course you can always like deploy aligned like locally and try some things. But I would love to talk with the guys because we you also have like to try I don't know some changes before deploying them
Yeah.
on mainnet. So it's always good to have like some uh, playground. Um,
Oh,
but
looks like
I'll have to
I
check.
I went to holeski.explorer.alignlayer.com, and yeah, there's still proofs being sent. So
Yeah,
it's live.
so
So
it's
testnet's still up.
no, it's good because if you want to prove something, it doesn't make sense to first use it on mainnet. First, you try it a
Mm.
little bit. Then there we will be like improving all the documentation and everything so that you know how to send things to or how to interact with aligned mainnet. Then, of course, if you have like cool ideas or something, I think that these hackathons will give us a nice opportunity to engage with several communities. We know several places where we have like amazing developers, and sometimes it's hard to get like some chances. And we want to really help and empower them. We will also perhaps be releasing new material to learn more on CK and um, stuff. And I think that well, RJ will then have like some more news on other things. Uh, I don't want to spoil because we are still like discussing several alternatives and things, but of course we are like super grateful to all the people who have like supported us from the beginning and through all this process. I think that it wouldn't have been possible without that. I think that we got a lot of encouragement, and even when we faced like some difficulties or challenges from the engineering point of view and everything, I think that we could manage them. And at least I am like also like super uh, grateful to all my co-founders, and of course to you, Boris, and all the ecosystem people. Uh, yeah, I think that those are the ways, but I think that before long we will have like more news and everything so that you know um, how you can engage with us and what kind of things we can build
Yeah.
together. We will also think we will share an updated roadmap because we reached this first milestone. And as I was telling you, we already have like some plans to improve the fast mode, reducing costs, increasing throughput, making everything like more stable, more simple to use. And then we have, of course, the proof aggregation service, but also other applications that may uh, also help people build other things. Because what we are doing is somehow like building the roads, uh, the sewers, all the things you need to, all the infrastructure you need to build a city, and then people will build, I don't know, the shops, the buildings, uh,
The playgrounds. Yeah.
yeah, the places to go partying. So it's that way as we envision. We
Yeah.
we like building infrastructure, and
Yeah,
yeah,
Diego, it's that is the thing, right? So people are asking like what can I do as a normal user, right? And like, let's we can look at Celestia as an example. Like who are Celestia's users, right? Celestia, if you're familiar with the project, DA layer, modular DA layer, it doesn't really have users, but it has lots of people who are building on top of the infrastructure they provide, right? And then those builders have their own users, right? And like we just launched, obviously, Celestia took a long time to have projects live using them. Same with EigenDA, they're live, but they're still working towards adoption. So I think like as time goes on, there will be more things built on a line that you as a user can interact with. But um, we everything Diego just said is because like we like building infra. We think it's interesting and important, but also it's important because of the things that it enables, right? So that's why the focus on developer experience and stability and throughput, because it's not like this is done. We want to be able to support all the cool apps and services that people are going to build on top of this. So it has to be like solid, right?
yeah, and all these things can be like very transformative of the places where we live. Uh, so I uh, I live in Argentina, so I know that uh, some of the problems that, for example, crypto solves, and I know of its real impact in people's lives, and I think that many people from here also know the impact crypto can have solving like real issues in our communities, and so we want to help them build the things that are going to solve our problems in real life, and also to like be more connected with all these different communities. We've had like massive support from several ecosystems, and we've met like several good friends and like really talented people that we want to support and help them build things. Because the important thing here is building. We want to create the digital avenues, digital places. So
Yeah. No, totally,
we
Diego.
want to
It's yeah. I think
support builder.
as a team, I'm comfortable speaking for all of us in saying that we do believe in the importance of decentralization and permissionless systems and censorship resistant systems. We kind of have this cypherpunk mentality behind, this is one of the reasons I wanted to join the team. It's like the actual reason for doing the things that you do, right? Or that we do. There's like, it's not just like, oh, there's a market opportunity, let's launch something because it's going to make money. It's like we're building things that are important for the world, and important for human sovereignty and freedom. Um, and that's what drew me to join. It's because there's like a real reason behind, like a philosophical reason behind the work that's being done at Aligned. Um, and yeah, supporting builders as well. So there's a question here from Mr. Pikachu, who's actually also our first prize winner from the hackathon. So hopefully we will have him on here to talk about what he built, and I believe he is continuing to work on sometime soon, maybe next week. But yeah, that's sort of saying maybe we could do some quizzes like Coinbase has in their apps if they're open to that. Could be kind of cool to put the ZK quiz into production in some way. Potentially, it could be a fun little proof of concept on Mainnet, but we don't have that planned yet, as far as I know.
No, no, but we will already find different ways to engage.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we are still like discussing a little bit with all the ecosystem team and RJ, while we have Mauro like building like so or improving already some things. Uh,
yeah. No, I know.
but
I wish we could share more right now, and I'm excited to, but everyone has to be patient for a little longer because, like Diego explained, we prioritized getting mainnet beta live so people can start building on it, and we can start getting feedback, which is why we haven't finalized all the ways to get all of you involved. But that news will be coming very soon, so stay tuned. Keep watching, and I mean, another idea is this is something that you guys are hearing this being shared, maybe as like a first example, but I'm planning something around this to sort of explain this thinking to the whole community. That was a lot of words. Clearly, I need to work on this, but basically, this is like Aligned is infrastructure for developers, right? And we have this community which is excited to support the project. And what you can already start doing is thinking about the things that can be built using ZK that Aligned enables, because we really want to help builders to build things that will make all of you happy, right? Like we've created this infrastructure to allow developers to innovate using ZK and to create cool, new, useful things, improved products over the status quo, more decentralized products over the status quo that leverage ZK. So, what you can do as a community member is brainstorm ideas, think of cool stuff, share them, discuss them in the community. And then I'm sure that there are going to be people who see these ideas and realize, wow, there's a really cool opportunity here. People really want this thing built, and Aligned enables it, right? And then we can help support them build the things that you want. It's this catch-22 of crypto ecosystems, right? It's like, how do you get users if there are no apps? Well, how do you get people to build apps if there are no users, right? It's this chicken and the egg problem that we want to solve through our community, and we'll have we'll explain how exactly we can do that in a effective way. But it starts with ideas and like real needs, right? Like there has to be a reason for a product to exist. And I'm sure among the thousands of people who are excited to support Aligned, there will be lots of ideas. And that's kind of how it starts. Like we want to help you work on those ideas and share them and educate you as well. So Diego, I hope you're, oh no, it looks like people can't see the community call for some reason.
oh, okay, yeah.
Um,
Oops.
but
Um,
but I don't know. Maybe it's just a connection thing.
yeah,
Well, anyway, that's
yeah,
my
no,
little
no,
rant. That we'll be telling you guys stuff more.
yeah, yeah, no, and I think that the development of applications is going to greatly accelerate, uh, because the main like bottlenecks we had for CK applications are being removed. We are getting like faster proving. Um, Proving costs are going down. Verification is going to be really cheap and fast. You can have very high throughput. And with that, you already get to build like several applications that can effectively scale on blockchains. Um, I think it was a lot of the problem had to do with cost and throughput, but I think that we will see like an acceleration of everything, and we want to be part of that. And what really motivates us is learning new stuff, building, and then if you are doing that, you are already like doing well because I don't know, at least I think that Align gave me something that is like very valuable. When I started studying engineering, I wanted to build something that people would use or that would solve people's problems. And I don't know, I hope that we we can solve some of these problems. And I don't know, it's pretty fulfilling. But well, yeah, I think Boris, I don't know if there are like
No,
any
yeah,
things.
Diego, thank you for sharing all of that. I was gonna say, like, if you have some closing thoughts, I'll give you the sort of like last couple seconds on the mic. But I don't want to keep you too long because I know there's a lot a
No,
lot
no,
going on. But yeah, I mean,
no.
I just wanted to echo a couple things and sort of wrap some things up if you've kind of if there's nothing else you want to add urgently. I mean, fun fact for all of you is that Diego has a PhD in chemical engineering, so he is an engineer, although he is our head of research. He is an engineer, and we have a lot of people with sort of unconventional backgrounds on the team. um, Unconventional
Oh,
compared to
yeah,
cryptography
Boris,
engineers.
you too.
Yeah.
You, Boris. After this, we can build other products in other fields. Uh,
Biohackathon.
okay.
But yeah,
Yes.
um, to answer people's questions, yeah, I see some questions in the chat. Yeah, I'm trying to finish my PhD in molecular genetics. We're gonna have a lot of announcements for everyone who's here and like the whole community in the in the coming weeks. So stay tuned. Can't answer any of this right now, but yeah, I just wanted to say thank you all for coming and kudos for being here and being at the sort of cutting edge of what's possible through Aligned and within this community. So um, you all, you're all doing great, and we're here to talk to you and brainstorm ideas and support you if you're building on us. So give us feedback. If educational sessions and community calls are something you really want, tutorials, please let us know so we can do that kind of thing. Of course, there's still a lot of engineering work to do, but we will be giving a lot more focus to the community in the near future. So thanks for being here, and thanks for listening in. And Diego, thank you for your time as always.
Having me. Uh, Pleasure always talking with you. And I don't know, let's be prepared for further news related to community and improvements on the mainnet and everything. But it's been a fun year with you all, and let's hope next year brings more interesting things to build together and continue hacking.
Yes,
See you.
totally. Bye, Diego. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Hope you have a great day. Ciao.